Hi all, let us see today's Hindu editorial. Lakshar-e Taibas, Deputy Chief Mr. Abdul Rahman Makki has been claimed as a terrorist by everybody in the world unitedly. So this was not possible for a very long time. India has been telling that he is the reason for crime that has happened in Kashmir. They have been reportedly telling, but China has been holding. China did not give support, and because of that, in the United Nations Security Council, UNSC, the body which is responsible for the security of the world nations. If there is a security threat for the world nations, UNSC will come in and take measures to secure the world countries. So China has not been lending a supporting hand for India, telling that this guy is a terrorist. China is telling that he's not a terrorist. So India was not able to do anything. So that was a struggle for India. Now China has lifted that ban. China has also stated that he is a criminal, he is a terrorist. So he has been blacklisted now. So which means blacklisting means, so India was so angry upon Chinese decision, and India was telling that China always had double standards in their mind. If a terrorist is blacklisted, he will not be able to travel to international countries. He will not receive a lot of benefits. He will not be recognized. So he will not be allowed to travel, and there will be a lot of problem, and his assets will be freezed. He will not be allowed to use his money, and he will not be allowed to use arms especially. So all this will happen. So before this, in 2019, China had agreed to a decade-old demand from India to list Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar only after international outcry. Because of the Pulwama bombing, there was a lot of international threat. Only after that, China agreed to ban them. So there is a lot of people in the list that has to be considered by China. Some of them are like 4 other terrorists: Hafiz Saeed's son Talha, 2611 handler Sajid Mirra, LET recruiter. See, there is a recruiter in place, and the youths are recruited using international online interview. They conduct and recruit youths. They give training and they make them terrorists. This is very, very bad situation for the world youths. They cannot get into such organizations. They may go behind money. They will be highly paid, and they end up doing such jobs in a societal pressure that immediately when a person is graduating, he's so much pressurized to earn money and save his family. The time that is required for a fresher to process the world and gradually increase and start earning is not given. He's under so much pressure, so he ends up getting associated with such dangerous organizations. So Shahid Mahmood is the recruiter of LET, that is Lakshar-e Taiba, and Abdul Rauf Azhar, Masood Azhar's brother. He's been wanting for IC-814 hijacking. So hope China understands the pressure that the world countries is facing to handle terrorism. Only when we all join hands together, terrorism can be handled in a better way. Otherwise, Pakistan and Afghanistan might become the breeding grounds of terrorism, which might backfire to their own country. So they should understand the seriousness of the situation and act immediately. We'll wait and see what China's steps are. So next is about inflation. Inflation has been really high in the last year. So by closing November 2021, inflation was at 5.7%. And if you see December 2021, it was like wholesale price was at 14.2%. And in May 2022 it was 16.6. So it was like that, and the retail inflation came down and it was 7.4% in September. So government is planning budget for the pre-election, so they are like allocating funds wherever it is required and all. So RBI has projected an inflation rate of 5.7% in the current quarter, from 6.1% in October to December 2022. So it was at 6.1%, and now they are projected only 5.9%. So already last year RBI said that it is okay to have inflation from 4 to 6%. So in this year we are already ahead of 6%. 6 is the maximum tolerable limit. So we have gone beyond that also. That is not a very good sign for any economy. But compared to other world countries that was worstly hit because of COVID, India is doing okay. It can manage the current status of India, but planning has to be in place. Whatever is necessary has to be given priority to, rather than using our funds for something that is not necessary and that will not reap benefits for the economy. We'll wait and see how things go. And yeah, the consumers are hoping that compared to the last year, this year prices would be better. and the vegetable prices eased. That is the okay, that was like people were able to afford vegetables, and there was an increase in pulses, milk, eggs, meat, fish, spices. So generally how they will calculate inflation is they will measure all the prices and they will minus food and energy price, because it is very volatile, they keep changing, so that is how inflation will be measured for every country. So it is we cannot tell that we can just sit back and chill, the inflation is under control. We should work on a lot of activities to bring the inflation under control. So we will wait and see how India is going to handle this. Thank you. Bye.